Trouble Busters!
I'm Midoriko. I became wheelchair-bound from an accident a couple of years ago. It's not easy, but my family and friends are very supportive, so I'm getting by. My best friend Hikari, who I've known since I was a child, just told me that she got engaged to her boyfriend. Midoriko, I'm getting married! Wow, congratulations, I'm so happy for you! Thank you! We've already set the wedding date, so I want to formally invite you. That would be great, but wouldn't it be troublesome for you to have a guest in a wheelchair? No, it wouldn't be a problem. I'm more worried about the distance that you'll have to travel to attend my wedding. I'd really love for you to be part of the wedding. I'm so excited to see you in a wedding dress. I'll be there. Thank you for the invite. That's how I became a part of Hikari's wedding. I had informed the staff at the wedding venue that I would be arriving in a wheelchair, and they were very attentive to my care. Because of this, I was able to enter the venue without any problem. I then noticed a man looking at me from a distance. I wonder if that's Hikari's fiancé. The man seemed irritated and he called Hikari over to him.
Hikari, come over here!
What is it, Kazuki?
Who is that woman in the wheelchair?
That's Midoriko. I've known her since I was little and she's my best friend. I told you that I'd be inviting my friends.
What the hell? You didn't tell me they would be in a wheelchair!
Uh-huh. I told you, you weren't listening to me.
That part is not important. Aren't you embarrassed to be seen with her?
You can't be serious. It seemed that they were arguing over my presence. I wonder if I should leave. I went up to Hikari. Hikari, was it a mistake for me to come here? Midoriko, I'm so sorry you had to hear that. Yeah, he seems upset that I came in a wheelchair.
Why did you have to invite her? People will look at us differently now.
How can you say that? You're being very rude to Midoriko.
Go away, you crippled, creepy half-machine woman!
How dare you say that to me like you're being cool?
If we're seen with her, people will think that we hang out with weird people. If we don't surround ourselves with healthy people, we'll embarrass ourselves.
Hikari's fiancé protested furiously. I think I need to leave now. Midoriko, wait! Kazuki, you're being a jerk! She then slapped Kazuki in the face. Nice.
What the hell? What's wrong with you?
You told me that you were embarrassed of a guest, so I'm leaving with her. Midoriko, let's go! Are you sure, Hikari? Hikari pushed my wheelchair and took me to the bride's waiting room.
Wait!
She completely ignored Kazuki, who was making a scene behind us. This is awkward. Hikari's parents were in the waiting room when we got there. Hello, Midoriko. Thank you for coming. Your dress is lovely.
Is something wrong?
Hikari explained to her parents about what Kazuki had said. I can't forgive him for disrespecting my best friend.
But your wedding is about to start soon.
Kazuki is garbage to me now that he mistreated Midoriko. Hikari, it's so sweet of you to look after me like that. Garbage can be recycled. I would say Kazuki is less than garbage. I like how you can make fun of the situation. Anyway, I need your help to get something done. Hikari spoke to her family in the waiting room and also did the same with her friends. Are you sure you want to go this far for me? Yes, I'm sure. You're much more important to me than Kazuki. Hikari's such a good friend. I respect her so much. She changed her wedding plans just for me. She was going to get back at Kazuki for being horrible to me. We won't forgive him. Trouble busters. Eventually, the wedding ceremony began. The guests of the groom were sitting in their places, but none of the guests of the bride had arrived yet.
What's happening? Where's Hikari?
As an uneasy air loomed, Hikari came into the venue alone, wearing her wedding dress.
Why are you alone? And why is your father not walking you down the aisle?
Hikari walked over to the center and said, I'm sorry, everyone, but today's wedding has been canceled. The guests began to murmur and Kazuki began to panic.
What are you saying, you idiot?
Shut up! Who's the idiot? Midoriko, can you please come here? Okay. I was a little embarrassed, but I made my way over to Hikari. My best friend Midoriko is in a wheelchair because of an accident. I wanted her to be with me on my big day, which is why I invited her here today. Hikari is a great friend, and our friendship has remained the same even after my accident. But my fiancé Kazuki said he was ashamed and embarrassed of Midoriko when he met her earlier today.
Don't air our dirty laundry!
I was extremely hurt by the way you humiliated my best friend. That's not all. You're being disrespectful to those that are disabled. I can't believe you would be so insulting. Everyone at the venue began to look at Kazuki with scornful eyes. If I had gotten married to this man and we eventually had a child together, and if our child was born with a disability, I wonder how he would have reacted then. Would he have been ashamed of his own child?
That would be different.
You just said to me earlier, don't invite anyone that would embarrass us. That means that in addition to me and Rico, we shouldn't invite anyone at all.
Why would we invite no one?
I have no affection for you anymore. I'm not going to marry you. Goodbye! Kazuki's relatives tried to stop us, but Hikari's family helped us to escape.
This can't be happening.
Hikari and I spoke in front of the building. Rico, I'm so sorry. I had no idea that he was such a jerk. Don't cry. Are you really okay with your engagement being called off? It's a little troublesome, but I'll get over it. Besides, good thing I found out he was a jerk before marrying him. Hikari had tears in her eyes, but she was trying to be strong. After that, Hikari and Kazuki officially called off their engagement. Kazuki, who had been embarrassed on his wedding day, was furious. However, Kazuki's parents were even more furious. They weren't mad at Hikari, they were livid with their son. Hikari told me about what happened with Kazuki's parents.
Hikari, we're so sorry.
We apologize for our ignorant son's actions.
You idiot! How cruel can you be to discriminate against disabled people? I didn't! Don't deny it. We know that you said some terrible things to Hikari's friend. Hikari was smart to call off the engagement.
We understand that our son is fully responsible for what happened. We will pay for all of the wedding costs. We will also make amends to your friend. Regarding my friend, I'll ask her what she wants. So, Rico, what do you want to do? I was hurt emotionally, but not physically, and I'm over it now, so I'm fine. Are you sure? Kazuki's parents are willing to pay for the emotional hurt caused to you. There's really no need for that. I'm touched that they wanted to go this far to apologize to me. Kazuki's parents were true to their word, and they apologized to me endlessly. Be honest, I wasn't too bothered by what had happened anymore, so I told them that their apologies were enough. So this is what happened with Kazuki and his parents. Kazuki's parents sent him overseas to do volunteer work. Kazuki had no choice but to resign from his job and go to a foreign country to help those in need. His parents wanted him to have the experience of helping others. I suppose his parents wanted Kazuki to learn a big lesson. They wanted their son to have compassion for others. I guess we'll have to see how many years of volunteer work it'll take for Kazuki to learn his lesson. But hopefully he'll become a kinder person. After her engagement was called off, Hikari spent most of her free time with me. Where should we go next? Should we go overseas together? You mean go see Kazuki doing his volunteer work? No way! We can go anywhere you want. Don't worry about being in a wheelchair. I'm here to help you if you need me to. Thank you, Hikari. Being in a wheelchair is tough, but it's taught me the kindness of others. I was shocked by the calling off of Hikari's engagement, but I suppose it was just a blessing in disguise. I wouldn't have wanted her to marry an uncompassionate person. Being in a wheelchair isn't easy, but I'm learning to see the bright side of things. I guess I wouldn't see the true side of people or their kindness if I wasn't in this situation. Trouble Busters.